Hello and welcome to the first video in the vPark tutorial video series. This video will cover setting up your Genie user so that you are able to join and participate in the vPark virtual lab environment. In this video we will take you through signing up for a Genie account, signing into the Genie portal, generating SSH keys, and joining a project. To begin, we'll go to the Genie website at portal.genie.net. Click on the Use Genie button in the center middle of the screen, and this will take you to a search page. And this page will allow you to search for an organization's name that you want to create an account through that hosts the Genie infrastructure. We'll be using the NCSA, so you can type that into the search box, and NCSA stands for National Center for Supercomputing Applications. You should see that show up and click on it, then click Continue. Next, you'll be brought to a login page. We can't log in quite yet because we still need to create our account. So go to the gray link, the first one in the bulleted list that says sign up for an account, and click on it. This will bring you to a new user registration page. We want to fill out all of the fields in here. And so to begin, we'll have a username, and it cannot be longer. You see there, our username was too long. It cannot be longer than 8 characters. So we'll go with Park Genie. First and last name, we're just going to do Park and Genie. Organization, you want to put in Park University. It may provide you with other options that have something on top of Park University, but you don't want any of those. Go ahead and just click away from it if it suggests other options. You just want Park University. Put in your primary email and confirm it. Agree to the terms of service and go through the CAPTCHA. And then after you do that, you want to click Create and Join. After this, you'll get a thank you page that will instruct you that an email has been sent to your primary email for validation. Hopefully this should be sent pretty much immediately, so hop on over to your email and go ahead and open up the email from the NCSA. You should be provided a link to click on to continue the validation process. Go ahead and click on that, and it'll take you to a validation page. You want to enter in your primary email that you used, and the code, if you use the link from your email, should already be auto-filled into the code form. If you didn't use the form from your email, you can find the code in the last paragraph of the email that you were sent, right here in this sentence. Go ahead and click Submit. And now we wait while they create the account. After the account is created, you should be sent another email to reset the password and create a new password for your account. There should also be a link that shows up on screen here that will allow us to head to the same page. Alright, there's our thank you for joining message. We want to go ahead and head to the reset page. Click on the hyperlink that's provided. Put in your username. Click Submit. Enter your username again, and you will want to reference your email. You should have a new one for a password reset. Copy this code that is in the last sentence of the first paragraph. We'll go ahead and paste it into this field and submit. Alright, we've been brought to the reset your password screen. And so here we can go ahead and create our new password for our Genie account. And you'll want to follow the guidelines provided. And you need to pick from 3 of these categories at least. for characters that you use in your password. So you need lowercase, uppercase, numbers, punctuation, and all other characters. You need a combination of at least 3 of those. So we'll go ahead and enter our password. And don't forget, it needs to be at least 8 characters long. All right, our password has now been reset. So we will go ahead and head back to Genie and log in. So go ahead and go back to portal.genie.net. Click on Use Genie. You should see the NCSA hyperlink show up in the Use a Suggested selection. Usually projects that you have previously visited will show up here. Click on that. Go ahead and enter in your username and your password. Sometimes it doesn't like to go right away. If this happens, we can go ahead and close out, come back to the Genie website again, and now try and log in again. Sometimes it takes the NCSA a minute or two to get everything set up and ready to validate. All right, and now we are logged in. First, we need to agree to Genie policies and click on the authorization checkbox as well. And then click Activate. All right, this will bring you to the home page for the Genie portal. Since you don't have any projects that you're actively a member of yet, you should see a warning message that says you're not a member of any projects. And it asks you to please join an existing project. And so we will, at the end of this tutorial, be showing you how to join a project. But first, we're going to go ahead and cover how to generate and download SSH keys. Your SSH keys are what you will need to serve as authentication whenever you are logging into Genie hosts as part of your vPark project labs. So you'll want to go over to your username here, and from the drop-down, click on SSH keys. This will bring you to the SSH keys page. And from here, we want to click on the blue box that says Generate and Download an SSH Key Pair. Now here, you'll want to provide a password that will be used for your SSH private key. And it's very important that you remember this password because you will need to use this password every time you log into a Genie host on a project using this private key. So make it something that's either very memorable or, even better yet, make it the same as your Genie user password. After you enter in your passphrase and confirm it, click Generate SSH Private Key. This will take you to a new page where you will see your SSH key details. You should have a name here, ID Genie SSH RSA, which is the default name given for your SSH key, a description, a public key download link, a private key download link, a PuTTY key download link, and edit and delete. If you are on Linux or Mac OS, you'll want to use the download private key link. However, if you are a Windows user who is using PuTTY as your terminal program to SSH into a Genie machine, you'll want to download the specific PuTTY key. And so since I'm on a Windows machine and use PuTTY for my SSHing, I'll go ahead and click Download PuTTY Key. you'll need to provide the passphrase for your key, and click on Download PuTTY Key. And this will download it to your machine. You'll want to keep this key stored away somewhere safe. And since it's a private key, it is only meant to be used by you. You're not supposed to share this key or give it away to anybody. So you'll want to keep it somewhere secure that only you have access to it for your Genie labs. All right, and now that we have our private key, we'll go ahead and go through how to join a project. So go back to your home page, and we will want to head down to the Join a Project button down here in the bottom left of your screen. Go ahead and click on it. Wait for Join a Project to come up. Here you will be able to enter a project name to join. You can search for a list of projects, and there's a long list of public projects. If you are ever interested in using Genie for research outside of school, or you find a project that you want to join, there's a list of public projects here, but we won't be bothering with that for our tutorial. So you'll want to enter your project name into the Enter a Project Name text field here. And the project name that you'll enter will be the one provided by your instructor for your specific Genie project. And for our tutorial, we're going to use the name Example Project. And so after you enter in your name, you click Join once you have typed out your project name. And you should see here a screen that comes up with some details. The page tells you that you are about to request to join the project name, whose lead is, and you should see your teacher's name here. And it will give you the details of the project name you're asking to join, the purpose, and the project lead's name. You can also customize a project join request message. This is the message by default that's provided, and you really don't need to change this. You can just leave it as it is. Then you'll click on a Send Join Request down here, and after you do so, it will take you to a page that will tell you your join request has been sent and is awaiting approval. After your join request has been sent, your professor will verify and approve your request, and you will be able to begin creating slices and working on projects in the vPark lab environment. The next tutorial will go through setting up a lab environment for you to participate in vPark projects. If you want to see more details for Mac and Linux users on some of the specific steps needed to go through to download your SSH keys, please reference the setup user documentation. Thank you, and goodbye.